coming at you with this time not an unboxing. Surprise, surprise. So I've been sitting on these knives for about 2 weeks now, it seems like. I'm sure anybody else that's gotten one on YouTube has probably already talked about it, but I was waiting on all 3 that I got to come in. So this is the new Vosteed and GrandKnife MiniBarBar, or MiniBarBar, however it's supposed to be said. So I got in on the Kickstarter for this, and I actually got 3 different colorways on it. One of them's going to a good buddy of mine, Pat, who runs the Pariah's Path Ministry. So we're going to open these up real quick, take a look at them, just kind of go over a few things, and hope everybody enjoys the video. All right. So I'm actually going to pause because these boxes are kind of a pain in the butt to get out. So I'm going to pause the video real quick, and we'll come back. We'll have everything out on the table. All right, and we are back. So I went ahead and left one of them open here for you so you can just see what all it comes with. You got your your little brochure here, and just talks about some tips and things. You got your after sale stuff, and just some information on the knife. Comes in packed in foam really well. Again, these boxes are just really tight form fitting. So here you are. I'm gonna go ahead and go through and then just talk about the different colorways that I got here, and then on the final one we'll go over more in depth what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a few of them off to the side here, and we'll talk about everything on the last one, just that way you can hear my thoughts on everything. So here is the green handle. Not quite as dark green as I thought it was going to be, but it is still kind of an OD green. Really great handle shape, but again, we said we'll go over all that there towards the end. Let's see here. Go ahead and get this back up. Then I've got the all black. Now, one thing that you'll notice with the black one, if you look, you can see a little bit of staining there. You don't really see it as much on the back side, but on the front side of the blade, and all that's from is it's just transfer from the button on the inside of the sheath. That's been one of the major complaints that I've seen on these, is that the sheath seemed almost like an afterthought. But knowing these guys, knowing the company, it wasn't an afterthought. It was just one of those things that wasn't executed 100%. Things happen, but we'll talk about the sheath again here in just a little bit. All 3 are just absolutely razor sharp, though. Before we get to the other one, because the other one's a different blade. They feel sharp. There we go. That was all me. That was nothing to do with the knife. I was like, damn, it's like the thing feels sharp as hell. Well, maybe it does have a kind of a bad spot right there. I don't know. Let's see if I can see it. Give me just a moment. I'm going to go off camera here. Usually you can see a glint or something like that if there is. Kind of a rough spot in the grind, but no, I think it's just trying to do it in front of the camera and trying to keep it. Yeah, it's fine. It's sharp. There's no question about it. You can't shave paper like that with a dull knife. I mean, it's sharp. I wouldn't expect anything less from Vosteed. So then that's the black one. This is mine. This is the one that I bought for myself. I actually bought 2 of them for myself, and my lovely wife has claimed the cool one. So we'll put this one back in the sheath, and we'll show you the cool one. Look at that beauty. So this is the Damascus. I'm sorry for those reflections, but I got some upgraded lighting, and they're very bright. Hey, look, you can see me. A rare glimpse behind the camera. Really cool things about this. I love the fact that the scales are bolted on. So, oh, excuse me, guys. Hold on. Let me get y'all stop jiggling. Scales are bolted on. So, like, say if I wanted to change the coloring on these gray ones here to, to dye them black, or, my wife's favorite color is teal. I could probably get them sort of a dark teal. Then I could do so. But I don't know if I'll do that or not. But absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous knife. Like I was saying before, the handle, they put a lot of thought into how that handle feels. It just, I mean, the knife melts in your hand. It really does. It's a great feel. I don't have any hot spots. The frag pattern usually can create some hot spots, but they chamfered it pretty well. But I mean, this is a prep knife. It's a camp prep knife. It's not going to be something that you're going to use for extreme hard use. Although I'm sure it would, it would hold up okay. But again, this is not meant to be an extremely hard use knife. This is meant to be a camp cook knife. And then you could probably put it into some other rolls, and it fare okay. But you're going to be sharpening it up a little bit more. And I apologize, I don't know, or I can't remember the exact steels. I believe it's 7CR, 9CR, something like that. Might even been 10CR. Perfectly adequate steel for doing any number of things. Really good blade stock here. So just because I have it. So I also picked up the Otical Camp Chef knife, a little folding chef knife, and you can see this does have a thicker blade stock, but it is still a fairly thin blade stock. Check out my unboxing of that stuff. It's a 45-minute video. I know, it's crazy, but hey, it happened. The knife itself, flawless. Honestly, I don't have anything bad to say against the knife. If I'm being nitpicky, bottle openers are getting a little gimmicky. But that's just me. I'm not a drinker, so I mean, if I drank beer all the time and I drank some fancy beers, I would probably care more about this. But again, I'm not a drinker, so other than that, like I said, the knife is great. Let's just see. Grab this old piece of paper. See how the Damascus blade is. Yep, and it's just as sharp. So we'll get some little curlies off of there. And I'm trying to push cut and try to get those curlies just from push cutting. But yeah, I mean, for a factory edge, you can't ask for much more. Especially on literally, like on first production run. I mean, these were a Kickstarter campaign. So that's where we get to this guy. So there's been a lot of talk. A lot of people have Excuse my French. A lot of people have talked shit about these sheaths, which the sheaths are well made. I'm not gonna go against that. They're a good looking sheath. It feels like they used quality leather. I honestly want to send this over to Joel. Send one of these to Joel and see what he thinks about the leather itself, what's used, but he probably can tell just by looking at it. But the biggest gripe or the biggest concern with this sheath is the retention. So where the knife is retained. It allows for two things. Number one, this here kind of flops in the wind. And then also, you can, in theory, pull out and can have access to the sharp edge of the knife. Oh, there you go. So you can pull. I mean, yeah, honestly, I don't want to mess it up, but I could probably take screw it. There we go. Okay, I can unsheath the entire knife with it still buckled. Now, that is not going to be an issue for me, because this is going to be in a pack that I take with me anytime I'm going camping or whatever. This is just going to be in a pack. I'm not going to be fishing around in this thing, trying to pull whatever. I'm just, it's a non-issue for me. I can understand why it might be an issue for other people. Personally, what I would have done for retention on this knife, it wouldn't be as pretty, wouldn't be as symmetrical. You could even keep the same location here, but run your strap around. So having, I don't know if you would have to have like a double button here or whatever, or even have one button here and one button here, but sorry again, guys. But simply just running that strap around, up and over. You could level this out, not having this hump here, just having this a straight drop-in sheath, and just having a single strap come over the top would work just fine. Just having the sheath just where it would pull straight out. Just having this part here flat, and then just having a single strap come around and having your welt run around. Again, it's not going to be aesthetic, but it will be extremely functional. And in something like this, where it is a camp utensil, this is a tool, that would be the function should never follow the form when it comes to things like this. But like I said, this, those that did the Kickstarter, the sheath was an add-on. It wasn't something we had to pay for. We bought the knives. It came with the sheath. So originally, before it got to a certain point, the knives were not going to be coming with sheaths. But anyway, that's that. I've rambled on long enough about the sheath. I know, or at least I can't say I know, I have seen comments and talks from some of the folks on the group, some of the folks that are with Vosteed, talking about their new generation sheaths will be different. I don't know if that's a definite or what they're planning on changing, but that's why I'm kind of going through on this. I hope that that UA watches my videos and he'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Just capping that off there, simple strap around the side would be an easy fix to making this a very, very, very functional sheath. You can still make it just as beautiful it is now with the leather, but that would be a simple, very economical fix for the sheath. It wouldn't take a huge redesign or anything like that. You would just need to run the welting the rest of the way around, flatten out that hump. But outside of that, I have no concerns with the button doing anything on the back side of the knife, that could be easily fixed with just a piece of felt, you know, glued in on the back side here, or just some sort of a liner on the back side of the leather. You can do a liner on the entire sheath, or just right on where the buttons are, you know, simple epoxied, or, you know, some sort of fabric glue or leather glue. Wouldn't cause any issues there. But again, as far as the knife is concerned, it's fantastic. Let me try to get some specs here. I don't remember what they are offhand. Oh, yeah, that's going to be fun to roll back up. So, looks like cutting edge is right at 6 1/4-ish, give or take. Actually, no, excuse me. I forget. See, this is my complaint. And sorry, I'm going to rant for a second. Why I have trust issues with measuring devices. Focus. Sometimes you use the end of the tape measure, sometimes you don't. So in this one, focus. This one, you do. So, so again, we've got, you know, 6-inch cutting edge. Blade height right at 3 inches. At its longest point, yes, right at 3 inches. Its lowest point is just shy of 3 inches. Overall, including the bottle opener. Sorry, I'm having to look over my shoulder here, or look over the camera here. It is, I mean, closest doesn't make a difference to 10 inches overall there. 10 3/4 if you measure diagonal across to the furthest point. Yeah, but yeah, the whole thing kind of unraveled. Such a pain in the butt. Anyway, all right, guys, I've rambled on long enough. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. If not, you know, hey, you don't have to watch. Great. Please, as always, like and subscribe. Have a safe day. Have a great day. Most importantly, have a knife day. Take care, guys.